All right. Very good evening to each and every one of you. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you're watching from, you're listening from. It's another moment, another time where we get to, share this moments that we have together. And today we're going to be talking about something very, 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 very important. We're going to be looking at human values and the friends we choose. This has become very, very important in our life because the people we have around us determine a whole lot of things. And for some reason, it plays a huge role in our day-to-day lives. It's another moment, just listen to what we have to say today. Let's take a moment and reflect to something deep. Now think about the people around you, the ones you call your friends. Have you ever paused and asked yourself, why are they in your life? Why you trust them, share with them, or feel safe in their presence? You see, as humans, we often talk about value, but not always in the way that truly matters. We think about people being valuable because of what they own or what they know, how much influence they have. But let's be honest, true value isn't about material things. Human value is rooted in character. Yes, human value is rooted in character. It is how someone treats other people, whether you are there or you are not there. It is how they listen without judging. It is how they love. Not when it's convenient, but when it costs them something. And when we understand this, we start to look at people differently. We stop choosing friends based on appearance, popularity, and even shared hobbies, because it's one of the mistakes a whole lot of people make. Instead, we choose friends based on shared values, things like honesty, loyalty, patience, and empathy. Let me share a little personal reflection, something that you would relate with. There was a time in my life when I was surrounded by people who were loud, lively and everywhere. The chats were buzzing, the outings were constant. But when life got tough, when I felt alone, discouraged, confused about my path, many of these people disappeared. And then it hit me. I had built connections based on excitement, not value. From that point on, I began to pray differently. Not just God give me friends, but He should surround me with people who value what I have inside of me. People who see me not just for what I can offer. And slowly I began to attract people who were kind, thoughtful, truthful, friends who held me accountable in love. People who didn't clap for my image, but cared for my soul. Here is what I've learned, and I want to share this with you real quick, and then we'll move on. Your value determines your circle. It's like this: when you start seeing yourself as valuable, not because of perfection, but because of purpose, you stop tolerating relationships that drain you. You stop giving deep access to people who treat you bad or casually. You attract what you're ready for. Another thing is, not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. Yes, not everyone. It's okay to have people as acquaintance. It's okay to have people just there. Let me also say this. Sometimes choosing value means walking away. It means saying no to old patterns, old cliche, or familiar faces who no longer align with where you are going. And yes, it might be lonely for a while, but in that space, something beautiful happens. And what is that? You grow. And in your growth, the right people find you. Now, have you looked at it this way? Sometimes when we want to select our friends, in our circle per se, friends with value, we tend to do a whole lot of selections. And some of us have experienced where other people in our lives tend to walk away. They do not get to give us the vibe that we used to have, like people would say. Now, don't forget this. They are also selecting their friends. Now, the big question I want to ask you is, how valuable are you? Because when people treat you the way they treat you, sometimes it's because of what you are bringing to the table, not materialistically. Can they hold you accountable? Can they trust you? Can they say, yes, you can always turn up for me? It's not necessarily about money. So as we wrap up this moment, I want to leave you with a few questions. Are the people around you helping you grow or holding you back? Do your friends reflect your value or just your past? Because the truth is that some of the friends we have as a result of our past, the mistakes we have made, the sorrows we've been through, and it tends to hold us back. Do you feel seen, heard, and valued by those closest to you? If not, maybe it's time to just rethink your circle. Think about this thing again. Because your value is not up for debate. But who gets access to it? That's your choice. Thanks for sharing this moment with me today. I hope it stirred something inside of you to evaluate, to grow, to choose better. Until next time, keep shining. Showing up for yourself. Because someone out there is waiting for the light inside of you to show. This has been A Moment with Emeka. Take care of your heart, protect your peace, and always remember, you are valuable. Thank you.